My name is Moininah Sengeh, and I'm the Chief Innovation Officer for the government of Sierra Leone and advisor to the President. We are in Bo because I came to meet with a 19-year-old young man who has been making the rounds on social media about some of his inventions. And actually, just last week and way before, the President had also mentioned him because the President saw the video as well, and the President was in Bo and saw the boy from afar and saw a crowd around the boy. So over privileged conversation, he'd asked me to find out who the boy was and to come engage with him. So we came to Bo to meet this boy, and so I can understand how he thinks about what he does. We can talk about the science and the physics behind what he does. And so I can also learn from him.
My name is Mohamed Conteh. I'm born of Yomandu, Bauma Chibido. I attend a high academy. I SS2 science. I'm in 19 years. This I born 2000, and I get a talent where God give me, where I create different type of machines. With me look at idea and me look at material again at my home. That use of the machine. Create excavator, they perform exactly like how the big machine they perform. This one are the front loader, they perform exactly like how the big machine they perform. All the function where the big machine gets is the drum, they perform them. And this one are a surveyor, when I fly surveyor, where they survey at the water, they perform as a boat in the water. It's me all local material I use a batter for create the machine they out, and the syringe when they don't use now the hospital they don't try the dose B. I take out for make the boom of the machine. Then I use the plywood for build up the machine. I use the DVD screen for make the glass of this machine. I use the basket, the iron basket for make the protect where they protect the glass from because when the machine they go hit anything where the gas flash, this time protect or this way they protect the operator for any damage. Then I use the bolt when I the 2-inch for make the wheel. I use the 1-inch for make the basement of the machine. Like I see the excavator. This one I glass this. This one I the one with the apprentice they use for clay. I see the scene so I switch this where they make all the function of the machine and this way the system at the remote at the circuit board this all the function of the machine in the any lever we press now the machine will perform exactly like how the big machine perform. I can't read but this the minister really in charge of innovations. I try for build up because this is my idea where I get in my career. I try for build them up, then account them, and also the mommy to that in not be in town, account to the mama can video the machines. Then I try for go visit and a free tour, but actually I not be able to meet them, not be there in town, not be there in the country actually. But if I may be there in a free tour, lodging business not easy. Then I decide back for Kanabu. I can get one of my auntie when I name Kanatu Zokai, Kade Zokai, who help me. Because I go explain there. I say now this my idea what get at the we bought the minister who is in charge of Mr. Sengeh, who is in charge of this innovation business.
I mean, one of the things we actually like, and perhaps the most important part, is that I get grit, I get perseverance. A president can have a different function, they try to see it can't me host to me mama host na bo. They can't demo to me mama record video send that to me 310 and not tap they go free time for go see me because you see DSTI, the Directorate of Science, Technology and Innovation. This innovation business don't can. You go meet me and I've been there. I can't back that boy not tap there, go meet somebody we know me mama will give me number and call me. And that person call me and talk, and then when I come back. But even before that, right, not to today begin this perseverance, right, from a village to the entrepreneurship way they do in a village, to where you drop out of school and go Guinea, and stop in education for a couple of years, and come back this June, and because of the free education program, enroll again at school because of free education. Just show somebody way not to stop at anything. Somebody way want to pursue knowledge, somebody want to create and to be entrepreneurial. And down the line, perhaps, maybe you get more grit past me. So I don't think see me and share that in common. I give or learn from in terms of how to be how for persevere like that kind of way.
Akomoya 2016, I go to Guinea to my auntie when I come Saboke, but actually life not easy. Now fishing vocabulary and the fishing even we get a problem I see where the boats even capsize I see everything done I see. If you not to God, if you don't lost your life na the sea. Them the June 16, then my brother died na stadium here we get an accident by motorbike. Then I decide for camp. What camp? I can meet the president, His Excellency Brigadier Julius Madabio. Don't count this free education for we in this country. Then I say if I can't sit down right now when you go not school, the people not get this chance and they don't count free education and for school fees we make. I left this country go to Guinea. I don't come meet up the free one. Why not go attend? Then I decide to go school back for join the quality education the president count for being in this country. We make use of them. Then I decide to go to school. I attend at the High Court Academy Bo. I did SS2 science. As with me all look idea about what they use. I become a scientist. Because I get the technical know-how, I want just know about the practical, the theory small. Because I get the idea actually.
Yes, behind.
Okay. Like this one where they say I'm so at the first boom this the arm. Now the first one this one I in at the basement of the hand. I use the plywood for build this hand as you see na plywood now take for build arm up. That's
flexible. Why make you decide that you want flexible materials?
Because the one will be used first, you not look strong like how this strong. This one
so this light.
Yes,
and flexible.
Yes. Then because the weight not go too much.
Yeah. Why make weight matter?
The weight?
Yes.
Because actually according to the machine what build up that the machine they watch for use it because of the engine. Because any machine so far na the engine they watch. The force of the engine now this you get for because if always the engine force for pass the body. That time they will work exactly when it will give problem.
So you get the laws of motion, right? Force equals mass times acceleration, right? Momentum.
Yes, sir.
So the amount of force where you get actually the weight matter in terms of how you're able to control and move something. So you want to minimize the weight usually.
Yes, sir. Because even the big machine, they can tell you say if it is now 1,000 kilogram it take, if you force them to go take like 10,000 kilogram, you know go take out. It go tell you say I know you able this load. When you force them, you go say the boom is split because of you don't get overload.
So it's not the specification for your machine.
No, right now this the lab is there for because I not do actual experimenting. So the idea I get. Without book, not you are not able to do now because most of them things they all get name because this is our whole engineering thing. This what they do. So if you then go ask me now, how they call this anosabi, how they call this boom anosabi, or they say spell the boom anosabi, or spell the hydraulic anosabi, whose function this machine they do anosabi, and how it work anosabi, and what goes school, it don't lead me more. I don't understand more thing them. Because all about the machine we talk about first and the ground and physics. Then they don't help me for make a get more knowledge on me theory what they do. And this on me practical because it's not practical what they do. On this practical, it help me more for improve on and more and more. Because the book don't be can hear me small. I for know more thing about the machine.
I met the kids that you'd asked me to come and meet. And he's here and we've been doing some stuff and recording, and I feel like he doesn't know you're calling. So just you talking to him because I think it will transform his life.
Okay.
Can we do WhatsApp video? Can we do WhatsApp video?
Okay.
Alright, I'll call you on WhatsApp. He doesn't know, so this is gonna blow his mind.
Okay.
Alright, I'll call you on WhatsApp video. Good? You see who's on screen? Who is it? Hi.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Because the essay is not only normal for me in this country. Everybody gets their own contribution. I feel saying, from what I see from afar, without getting in touch with you, I realize that you can make a difference, and therefore, I know I make you see like you can, fall out of school. So I need to make you contact you. I have to say, don't get in touch with you.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
And so what to do today? What to do?
Actually, I called the machine to the Minister of
No, just David. Just
Minister
Moininah.
of Innovation, Mr. Sengeh, for can demonstrate the machine to RAM. Actually, if I make I get different thing about the make part of this.
The irony that salon that usually people then we get access to good theory, not to do practice because na fit are there. Or then bobo then they go fix something then we sabi theory or we get access with they know they allow it for go mode to TV and for more go play. And the one way then people then they allow them we get the space for play, not get access to the learning material. So now they mismatch time generally. So somebody like Mohamed get I think you get 30 pound beke, you get 6 pound math, and best subject now the integrated science. So it's always like science. It means say and I drop out of school for 2 years. The chances say they SS2 now and you not sabi say pressure as defined. If you ask him what is pressure, the means we say pressure is defined as not sabi, but if you ask him for explain, they go tell you what's in the pressure explicitly and explain hydraulic systems and the motor and the shafts and all of that explicitly. It means say the education system in general get a mismatch between the practical we need and the theory we learn and how they learn the theory. And I bet you Baku physics teacher and they one day touch crankshafts in their life. But Mohamed knows everything about crankshafts and why you need a mechanism for control the hydraulic system from the motor directly. He knows all of that and the coils in there. If you get a motor diagram per exam, it could probably not go label them properly. And so for me, as they go back and they engage with the Minister of Health, of Education, Higher and Technical Education, the Minister of Basic, I would challenge them on policy, how we teach people then today. I challenge university then like Jala, for me to think about new admission mechanism, for people then like Mohamed, we not go get 5 subjects to, you not go pass was. I go one for me, somebody, and we're all supposed to have a pass was because it's stability theory, but things being as they are not likely to pass was. And if you're not likely to pass was, it means that they stop. But there's no reason why I make nothing for stop. There's no reason why I make enough for go be more practical and go to university and engage with them when they get straight A's. We don't want to touch machine that interaction that we need. So what's next in the ecosystem? And I suppose that make the president make me chief innovation officer so that I will do this thing of bridge across government between the ministry then. So I will talk to the Minister of Higher and Technical, Minister of Basic, the university, and then they part of my role is that I talk to all the people and they foresee how we will begin for redefine how the education system in that salon. Because you need a system for absorb people that are like Mohamed, otherwise that salon the losses.
This one I use the switch, the locker where they use by the bed. As he jam so, they don't contact now. That thing tell you say the fire don't come if it pass.
You close the circuit.
Yes, sir.
You close the circuit.
Yes, sir.
Because one end
Yes,
there
sir.
and the other end there.
Now the positive now use I divide the positive because this one they go direct to the battery.
Yes.
And this one now to the circuit body they go.
Sure.
Then when you contact them, That because you don't join now, you don't join
then
that together.
You close the circuit.
Yes, sir.
Because the circuit open.
Yes, sir.
And you need.
Yes, sir. I use this. Then I use the light steel. This one are the switch where they use for the where one use as net, where they on duty on net. Now this, now you switch this, and this other switch where they see and so. Now for the backlight system, like the backlight where they didn't also. Now you switch this. When the big switch. Yeah. This one, and you switch this.
And then the other switch.
Yes,
for
now the
front.
other switch for the hand. Like this hand here where they see so. See, like they operate exactly like how what am I hand they operate. For example, this way I'm showing this. This one, this way is this, this, and yeah, this. This one, this old boom, this way is this within for example, what the buckets,
You know, so these like joints.
Yes, sir.
And these joints here just in one direction, right? Even though, and then this
similar.
I don't know talk the moment of motion, right? The motion and the angles. Yes. Do that in the directional. And so, what is it called? Moment arm? What's it?
No.
So you moment arm now, like around a joint, the force will apply to a point, depending on whose side the motion the arm did, but from the center of mass.
Yes, sir. This one is exactly like how the arm of the human being do.
Sure.
First, second, see the same so.
Sure.
And this one is the third.
Your arm.
Big arm.
Right.
This one is the basement where they can sit on a proceed.
Yeah.
Can take this tape so. Three. I see the same.
Excellent. It's now Mohamed Conteh, 19-year-old young man, research scientist from Bo, with the SS2 Science and Haikal Academy. So, what do we don't learn book, right? You teach me the practical and then we learn theory together, right? So the words then will be used at the start to use research, force, pressure, syringe, hydraulic, motor, materials, measurements, experiment, discovery. Then we learn other words in the friction, right? So what's in that pressure? What do we mean that pressure?
Pressure are the force will act on object in a particular area. Particular area and they call pressure.
And what's in that hydraulic system? Like hydraulic pressure?
Hydraulic pressure are the force will act on particular objects. For example, you put the water in a syringe, then you try to push. That is hydraulic pressure.
And then the pressure inside the syringe, the fluid, is equal, right?
Yes, it's equal to the
inside the syringe.
Yes, sir.
And then what do you say that friction?
Friction are the, like for example, when they rub the hand together, that warmness where they could call that heat, they cause friction.
The friction if you try to go before, yes, the force when they go the other direction.
Yes.
Like this one. Yes. And what do you say that conservation of energy?
Conservation of energy. Energy first thing and for destroy or create. Because if we destroy the energy, friction will occur.
Well, generally we're not able to destroy energy. So the friction
they will get heat energy. Because you're not able to destroy energy.
So if we not create energy or destroy energy, what do we do to energy?
It's loss or gain.
So the converter.
Yes, sir.
And in that process, yes, we can lose in the form of heat, sound, and different kind of energy response. What's it going on? And then angles. What's in at 0 degrees? What's angle this between this and
90 degrees.
90 degrees. And if two teams they flat like this and this.
0 degrees.
0 degrees is they pass up each other, right?
Okay.
And then if they're open, 180. And then if you go around the circle,
360.
And then when we talk about movement arm, remember we design the force with the balance, right? The force with the balance, right? So when we talk about the force.
Because actually,
like seesaw.
Like seesaw, for example, if you put 5 kg, I put 10 kg, you don't call a balance your weight because the weight for being equal. If Nayana 10 for be 10, that time you don't be at rest. balance no go occur.
They use at rest. You don't study physics though. So this that you that go can't take away the teaching with the physics and theories of energy and force and balance. And you been know this in practice, right?
Yes, sir.
And now today you can know in the theory.
Yes, sir.
So like what's one panel thing that you don't be know or like what you don't learn today?
Like I don't learn beaucoup things out of your idea we don't give me. I don't learn under friction, I don't understand what's the friction. Under forces, I don't understand because we don't teach, you don't study me all about that day because I get the technical know-how but I don't know the theory side. You don't can give me a lot of different type of ideas. Balance, how to balance the equation because for example this machine, the weight not for balance, it will be at rest. If you have a big 10 kg, you have a big 10 kg. I tell the way you go for one load, you know go to balance or you know go somersault. You don't like me down there, I don't understand that. You say yes, this now the measurement will be the same. We do with the practical of these machines.
Let me just say where we introduce this currently in a research scientist. So from today, we need to think about yourself. Think about yourself as a research scientist. So me a research scientist. You know what's
like a research scientist.
Research scientist. Yes. So me and you, now waiting are we?
Now one
research scientist.
There's that.
Yeah.
Anyone to reback? Just press it.
I just push that and then it goes again continuously. How much battery do you use? How often do you use?
Single battery.
Huh?
Single battery.